Surgery in a newborn can cause stress and worry for any new mom. But imagine having your newborn undergo major surgery to take care of one health problem, only to discover an even more life-threatening one.
This is my grandbaby, and she was born with Beckwith-Wiedemann syndrome, but not diagnosed until she was 34 days old.
Rylann's grandmother, nurse Diane Carpenter, tells us when Rylann was born back in September, she was a big baby. Her size is one of the symptoms of the syndrome. It is a congenital growth disorder, so babies like Rylann are not only born larger in size, but can have larger organs and run a higher risk of health issues ranging from seizures, tumors, to problems with blood sugar. Newly diagnosed, Rylann's doctor in Knoxville transferred her to a Nashville hospital because of a serious problem.
But with her having the oversized pancreas, she was producing too much insulin and causing her sugar to be very, very low, so they decided to take it out.
That surgery led to a devastating diagnosis, a rare form of cancer.
The pancreatic cancer there's never been a documented case under the age of 1 anywhere. So this is new terrain for the doctors.
I was scared. I was so scared knowing that my baby was about to go through something dramatic. Didn't know how to help her.
I felt helpless for her because that came out of left field, the cancer. We just thought she was here to have the pancreas removed. And they sat us down and just started going through treatment, and we're like, whoa. You know, it was very overwhelming, and I still don't think we've got our head wrapped around it.
The concern after surgery, where could the family stay while Rylann recovered? And where would they stay during chemotherapy treatment? Rylann has a 2-year-old brother who also needs his family.
We're a family, and you know, if it wasn't for family, you know, who do you have in life? You have to have family. It's very important to stick behind, you know, who you love. You know, strangers are wonderful, but there is nothing like family. And it's very important. We have to stay together.
So the Ronald McDonald House became the family's second home. Its staff, their surrogate family.
You know, you have to be strong for your family. And you go through a lot of depression. And these people here are wonderful. They know when you're down. You know, they know when you need a pat on your back. And, you know, I just don't know what we'd have done without them.
I love it here. They're so grateful and giving. People coming in to cook for us and help clean up after us and play with our kids. And so we can just sit down and have a peaceful dinner. Everything about it is amazing.
In fact, it's humbling for this East Tennessee family to think where they would have been without the Ronald McDonald House.
We would have probably stayed at the shelter. That would have been our only other option. Her insurance would have covered 2 weeks at extended living facility, I guess a motel. And other than that, it would have been probably the shelter.
Because the Ronald McDonald House is meeting this family's needs, they can now focus on meeting Rylann's needs.
She's on these feedings 2 hours on and then 1 hour off. So it's a lot of maintenance, you know, keeping track, keeping her feeds right, checking her blood sugar. And that's really day in and day out what we do. We come out for meals. But for the most part, we try to keep her out of the general population because her immune system is compromised at this point.
Rylann's immune system is compromised because of the chemotherapy treatment to fight her cancer.
She's getting two different types of chemo, and it's just hit or miss if it's going to work. Right now, her tumor marker for the cancer was over 500,000. Normal is 0. It has come down. The last count was 180,000.
So as Rylann responds to treatment, she's also being impacted by the treatment side effects.
She doesn't sleep. She gets very dehydrated. She's very nauseated, vomiting. She's miserable. And it's really hard to deal with a baby like that because they can't talk to you. You know, you're just learning their cries at the age of 4 months. So you're not really sure it's a hopeless situation. So she does spend a lot of time in clinic at the hospital because we just don't want to take a chance that something's going on with her and we're missing it.
The family says doctors can't give them a prognosis as Rylann's case is so rare, yet they're not shaken by the uncertainty.
With faith and prayers, we'll get through it.
There it goes. You wanna go get them?
And they thank those at the Ronald McDonald House for helping them retain the normalcy of just being a family during this difficult time.
This house has been key to keeping our family together and key to helping her get well. And having the 2-year-old here so he can see his sister grow, you know, build a bond with her, and Mom can keep a bond with the 2-year-old. So it's been key to keeping us together.
And this family looks forward to the day they can come back to the Ronald McDonald House to give back.
I want to come cook like they cook for us, be able to play with the kids and hear their stories, let them know that everything's going to be okay and get through it.